Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures are trading higher this morning by about 14.5 points to 1645, spot 75. Decent pop-up in the futures this morning. Looks like the markets are getting a little bit of a bid on the back of some news that President Obama has to go to Congress, or decided to go to Congress before going to war in Syria. So we'll see how long that reaction lasts. Either way, I think it's just a short-term pop here. We are coming off of the U.S. Labor Day holiday, which is generally a light volume period. But this Labor Day, there was some fireworks in the markets, but today markets are reacting pretty decent to the upside, so we want to respect it a little bit, and we'll see how this all shakes out and finishes. I ultimately think today could be a light volume trading session, which generally will help to favor the upside slightly, but with all of the news and geopolitical events taking place around the world, you always want to be on your toes a little bit, and we'll see how that plays out. Apparently there seems that there were some missiles fired in the Middle East today. Looks like there were some testing missiles, but we'll just have to see really how the market reacts to that. I don't know if we want to make too much at all about it, but either way, the futures are higher this morning. Market seems to be holding steady, at least so far. We'll see how this plays out throughout the rest of the day. Don't take anything for granted in this type of market, though. The volatility is likely to continue throughout the month of September. All right, looking across the pond a little bit in Europe this morning, what we're going to see is the European markets are basically flat on the session. They're not reacting all that well or that strongly today, but they are basically flat across the session. When I look at the Asian markets last night, though, they were very, very strong. Starting off with the Nikkei 225 index. That index was very, very strong last night, finishing sharply higher. So Nikkei 225, I believe, was up over 2%. Let's see if we can put that up on the charts here. And you'll get a pretty good view of that. Yeah, that was a pretty big pop for the Nikkei. So good little surge there. Nikkei 225 up. Make that 3% last night. That's a big, big move in the Nikkei. So that is holding up pretty well last night. Doesn't seem to be any real panic over there. When we take a look at the Shanghai Composite, which is also mainland China, I believe one of the most important indexes that any trader can follow, that was up 1.18%. I believe they had economic data that was a little bit below expectations, but nonetheless, markets reacting positive. You're getting a good little pop there. That will generally help the base metal stocks. Anytime you see the Shanghai Composite up, watch for early morning strength in stocks like BHP or also Rio Tinto. You'll see those are higher right now. Let's take a look at RIO, which is another big commodity play. So Rio Tinto, BHP, all trading higher on the back of that China economic data. I don't know if the data was so great, but nonetheless the market is reacting off of it, and that's all that matters. So again, you care about the market's reaction, don't care about the news, and that's how you want to follow these markets. But nonetheless, Rio Tinto, BHP, two commodity plays that are trading higher this morning before the opening bell on the back of the move in China last night. Looking over a few other things here this morning, we have Microsoft in the news. Looks like they bought a big chunk of Nokia's. It looks like a part of Nokia's unit. So again, they're going to get into the devices game, I guess. Microsoft, pretty decent decline this morning. We will have gap levels for Microsoft in the chat room. They'll be posted up around 9 o'clock in the morning if you are interested. So again, we will have some gap levels, morning gap levels for Microsoft, but they did make a big acquisition. I think it was a $7 billion acquisition this morning. They bought part of Nokia's, one of Nokia's units. So again, that stock is gapping down. Nokia, on the other hand, is gapping sharply higher. That's a big, big move for Nokia this morning. The stock closed at $3.90, now trading at $5.62. So tremendous, tremendous pop for Nokia. And again, we'll have gap levels for Microsoft this morning. We will not have them for Nokia, but we will have them for Microsoft. Looking over a couple of other things here this morning, you do have gold trading down just a touch here. Let me just get the exact quote on gold this morning. It looks like right now, when I look at the gold price this morning, gold is trading down just. Oh, I changed that. Gold is trading higher by $2. Make that $1.80. So gold is basically flat on the session. Let's take a look at the GLD, the all-important GLD, and you'll see that that was higher, has come down a little bit. So GLD trading around 133.86. It closed at 134.62. So GLD off the lows, but gold is trading higher by about $1 at the moment. Let's take a look at light sweet crude this morning. It looks like light sweet crude is down about 33 cents to 107.33 a barrel. Let's take a look at the all-important USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, and you'll see that's trading at around $38.34. Not a big reaction to the upside, even with the news coming out of the Middle East this morning, but nonetheless, you do have a little bit of a premium built into oil, especially with all of the geopolitical events in Syria, also in Egypt, and so forth. So, again, if problems over there can get resolved or calmed down a little bit, I think that would be beneficial for lower oil prices. But right now, we do have a big fear premium built into oil, and that is ultimately holding the oil prices higher. When I look across the markets today, really there's a few other movers out here, but nothing that's earth-shattering. Generally, when we come back from a holiday, normally the markets will be a little bit more subdued, so we'll just take it one step at a time today, and we'll see where this market goes. But we will have a couple of gap plays out here for everybody. If you're interested, they'll be posted up around 9 o'clock in the morning, and we'll leave it at that. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day. Hope you had a nice holiday. Welcome back, and I'll see you on the charts.